Hello you and welcome back to the channel. We are currently ongoing with Operation Double Mythic and I'm in Platinum Hell in Standard. I'm having a hard time ranking up through Platinum. It's been a bit of a miserable experience, so we're going to break it up today with some Pioneer Draft. So we're going to switch over to working on our Limited rank instead. We're still in Gold in Limited because I haven't played much this season, so should be a fairly easy climb. We'll see if we can get into Platinum this week and then beyond. Let's jump into a draft. So as usual with Pioneer Masters Draft, I am looking for Red X aggro, Dimir control, or Gates as the three decks that I'm actively kind of looking to be in. I guess I'm open to whatever is open. I think it's right to sort of read what is open, but one of those three decks is what I'll build towards if I can. So what is our pick one, pack one? It's Tidebinder Mage, which is pretty decent. I'm not sure if the devotion stuff has hit yet, or if we're still in spells week. I'm not sure. There's also Stab Wound, Treasure Cruise, which is okay. Stone Shock Giant, Enforcers, Swift Spear. There's a Dreadbore in the pack. Interesting. So I kind of think maybe Stab Wound is the best creature, but Tidebinder Mage is okay. I mean, it's a 2-mana 2/2. The Dimir deck is looking for blue. Is looking for 2-mana plays, and if it does hit something important, then it can be pretty useful. Passing up on a Stab Wound, but I think I'll take the Tidebinder Mage, see where we end up. There's nothing else that is that interesting, and if we get back a Devour Flesh, Treasure Cruise, or a Stab Wound, then I think we feel pretty good about it. So there's a second one in this pack. It's not that good a card. I don't know if it's right to take a second one. There's a Gatekeepers, which is pretty good in the Gates deck. Nyx Weaver's a nice card, as is Seed Guardian. I kind of think best card in the pack is the Falaji Archaeologist. And I think that's what I'm going to take. I actually think I'd rather have the Archaeologist than a Tidebinder Mage. So I think following the Tidebinder Mage, if I'm going to play blue, then I'll take Archaeologist. That's kind of all I'm thinking right now. Nothing else all that exciting. Now, Sight Beyond Sight is a nice card. Archaeomancer maybe is a bit underpowered for draft, but I personally like this card a lot. There's an Archway Angel, fantastic payoff for the Gates deck. There's also a Gurmag Angler. Now, Sight Beyond Sight is very nice. And we can probably pick up Gurmag Anglers later. Lots of nice picks. There's also a Crone Crusader. It looks to me like blue is what's open. So I'm going to keep taking blue cards. And we're hoping to go down the Dimir route. And we are rewarded here. So Sphinx of Magosi. 6 mana 6/6 with flying. 3 mana, draw a card, put a counter on it. It's decent, but it's not actually like that good, I don't think. It is, however, very good for devotion, but still I think Tonebound Lich is enough better that I want to just take that here. Pick 4. I think Tonebound Lich is really nice, and there's actually a because this is so hard to splash, there's a possibility that we get it back anyway. There's a Palaka Predation in the pack. I would consider that, but I think, yeah, I think Tonebound Lich is really nice here. And Dimir is kind of what I want to do anyway if I'm doing all this blue. I mean, maybe I could try and build mono blue, but I think Tonebound Lich is a better card than the Sphinx of Magosi, whatever it is. Fumarole, interesting. Rimrock Knight, really nice. Great card. Jwari Disruption, I do actually really like in the Dimir decks. Illusory Angel, not so much. Slundi Vision is fine. And there's a Devour Flesh as well. So I do think Devour Flesh is good. I think Jwari Disruption's a little bit better. I'm going to take that and we are still building towards blue-black control. There is a Gate Colossus that has gone incredibly late in this pack, and I am intrigued by Gate Colossus. I don't really think I'm going to play Cyclops. There's an Izzet Guildgate, a Mizium skin. I kind of think I'm supposed to pass the Gate Colossus, put someone else on gates. And I'm supposed to take the Mizium skin in case we open like a Niblis or something. Not really a card that I want to play all that much, Mizium skin, but I think it's the take there. Crypt Incursion, not good. That's definitely a sideboard card. There's a Skyrider Elf for the Gates deck. So the Gates seems like it would have been great. If we'd have been on Gates, we'd have a Gate Colossus, an Archway Angel, this Skyrider Elf. Still, I think Salundi Vision is fine here as a land that Pelagi Archaeologist can hit. That's pretty sweet stuff. There's a Dimir Guildgate, which is what I want. Cloudfin Raptor's interesting, because I think this card could be good, but I don't know if it's good yet. We have Tidebinder, Archaeologist, Tomebound Lich. It's pretty good, but I kind of like just taking the Guildgate here. Blue-black is what I want to build. Devour Flesh is nice, and I do need to pick up some removal, but Treasure Cruise is super, super nice, and Delve is nice and strong, so I'm going to take the Treasure Cruise there. And now we have another Tidebinder Mage. Went all the way around the table. There's also Just to Consider, which is nicer with the Treasure Cruise. Tidebinder Mage just stands a fair chance of just being a 2-mana 2/2, so I think Treasure Cruise is the better pickup there. I'll take Archaeomancer here. Might not play the Archaeomancer, but right now, like, if it gets back a Treasure Cruise or a Sight Beyond Sight, that's pretty sweet. Yeah. But don't think I'm going to play Gatekeepers. So I'm just going to take the Dark Steel Ingot in case we want to splash anything at any point. There's another Salundi Vision. Kind of want to take the Fumarole. No, I'll take the Vision. Interested in the Fumarole. But I'm feeling like we're pretty solidly in... Well, we're definitely in blue. We might not be in blue-black, to be fair, but I think blue-black is quite a bit stronger than blue-red. So what we need for this deck is Untapped being annoying over here. Actually, I'm going to turn Untapped off. Audacity, final pick. Okay. So we opened a Xenagos. Xenagos is super, super strong. Yeah, Xenagos is super, super strong. It is, of course, not at all what we're doing. I don't think I can take Xenagos. It's really good, but I don't think I can take it. Still, there's nothing else I want in this pack. There's a whole lot of nothing in this pack. The best picks might be Wild Slash, or maybe I'm just supposed to take the Xenagos. I don't think I'm going to play a Mizium skin. Damn. Well, if I end up playing red, I guess it's going to be the Wild Slash that I want. Yeah, I think Wild Slash is enough better than like Scrivener that I can take it there. There's a Scarb in this pack and an Archaeologist. I think we're pretty likely to get the Scarb back because Tomebound Lich went pretty late. So I think I'm supposed to take another Archaeologist here. There's also a Storm Chaser Mage, and I think the red-blue deck that we could have is pretty interesting. But I'll just take an Archaeologist. What I'm looking for most is... There's a Counterflux in this pack. Pretty cool. So Gurmag Angler's a nice pickup here. There's another Sight Beyond Sight. There's a Skeleton. I guess what I'm looking for most now, if I take this Gurmag Angler, what I'm looking for most is removal. We have not loads, but a little bit of top end. But removal is the most important thing. So Dinroba Horror is sweet. That's another really nice top end card. Illness in the Ranks is interesting. Eidolons would be nice. A couple of Eidolons would be pretty handy. I'm just going to slam this Dinroba Horror now. I'm feeling pretty good. So this is a 4-mana 1/3 Devotion black creature. Guild Summit? Man, the Gates deck's looking great, to be honest. I'm wondering whether I should take this Fumarole and think about playing Grixis. I mean, I might do it for Wild Slash and Draconic Roar. I guess I'm actually going to take Draconic Roar. Nothing else in this pack is that interesting. So if I am going to play like Grixis, it's going to be for these 2 removal spells, which isn't ideal, but we can make it work. Might take the Rakdos Guildgate here. Only other choices are Windrider Patrol and Skeleton, neither of which I really need. If I take the Guildgate, I could maybe play Grixis, which is very interesting. Very interesting to me. Silumgar Sorcerer, is this good? I'm not sure it is. I kind of think Jwari Disruption might just be better. I quite like Jwari Disruption in the Dimir deck. 3 mana 2/1, exploit a creature, counter target spell. I mean, I actually do quite like that. But I do like Jwari Disruption. I'm going to take the Disruption. Choices here. I was between Consider and Essence Scatter. We've got 2 disruptions. But I still think it's the Essence Scatter. So not seeing much removal, and that's the most probably important thing. I mean, I guess Crypt Incursion could gain you a shit ton of life. Is that good? Is that better than a Mizium Skin? I don't think so. I'm going to take a Mizium Skin, pop it in the sideboard. If we're playing any of these cards, I mean, it might be the Storm Chaser Mage. It might be that we're doing some sort of Grixis thing. And now maybe I'm supposed to take the Counterflux. Like, the blue-red cards are clearly going all the way around. But there is another Sight Beyond Sight, and that's quite good if we don't play red. Don't think I'm gonna play the Angel. I'm short on removal. That's the problem. This is this makes them discard. I mean, I don't think we're gonna play that, but I'll just pop it in the sideboard. We're on 18 right now. 16 playables. I'm hoping we get there. Don't think we need that. We have enough top end. What we need is interaction. And actually, we got the Silumgar Sorcerer back, which I'm pretty happy with. So hybridization is interaction. Frostborn Weird also pretty decent creature if we do play red, which it's possible. We have Storm Chaser Mage, Draconic Roar, and Wild Slash. We don't have that much black. If we play red, we can take Dreadbore here, and then our... yeah, we can play Dreadbore, and our removal does get quite a bit better. Now there's a Dictate of Erebos. Pretty insane card. However, I think I'm going to take Crush of Tentacles here, which is also an insane card. Because if you can use the Surge cost, plus get it back with Archaeomancer, get it back with... oh, did I not pick up a Scarb? I didn't, but Archaeomancer loops this indefinitely, because you can Surge it and then just play Archaeomancer, get it back. So definitely Crush of Tentacles there. I think... I'm not sure if I'm playing 3 colors. I don't strictly think that we have to. There's a Tomebound Lich and a Scarb in this pack. Kind of think it's Lich, because Scarb is good, but we do have Archaeomancer, which is better, right? I mean, Scarb gets a creature, but we don't necessarily need to get a creature. So I think Lich is the way, and I could do with more removal. I could definitely do with more removal. We're at 22, so this is 23 playables. There's a Cruel Revival. We have Gurmag Angler as a zombie. These Tomebound Liches are zombies, so that's pretty nice. Nightveil Spectre. Also very interesting. I think I have to take the Cruel Revival here. I need the removal spell. Scarb is fine. However, with these 2 Liches, they're a little better, I think. So Cruel Revival feels like a good pickup. Nothing here is very interesting. I don't think Illness in the Ranks is going to be nearly good enough. If we're splashing, I don't think I want Dark Stealing. I might just take the Skeleton. Probably not playing the Skeleton. Doesn't really go well with what we're doing. I mean, we could take Evolving Wilds here. There's also a Steam Augury. But I think Wilds is okay. There's another Archaeomancer in this pack. Another Steam Augury. I think we're a little light on removal. And I think that is the reason to possibly play red. I do like... Maybe I like the removal spells then. But not the Storm Chaser Mage. Just because we've not found any... Yeah, we've not found any black removal, really, other than Cruel Revival. Like, we have, what, Wild Slash, Dreadbore, Draconic Roar now. We do have ways to recur them with, like, Archaeomancers, but I think we have to try and make sure we get there. Is Frostborn Weird a card that I want? We're pretty light on creatures. Don't really like hybridization much. I'll take it. Unsure if we're going to play that. But there's a Rakdos Guildgate here. So yeah, we'll take Fixing. There's another Draconic Roar. So we're definitely playing red. Scarb is like fine. We've got some cards to cut. Certainly not cutting any of those. I think this Scarb probably will take a cut. Tidebinder Mage. Or Frostborn Weird's probably not really going to see play. Don't know about Tidebinder Mage. Not sure that's really going to see play either. I think this just gets cut. It's a sideboard card, right? Unfortunately. Steam Augury, again, like, nice. The red-blue deck, the Grixis deck is nice. But I think we can be, like, sort of base blue-black. We've got a few double blue pip cards, so blue is super important. Let's see, we have 5 lands here. Yeah, 5 lands puts us on 24 cards, so there's only 1 card to cut. So let's take a look here. We've got Wild Slash, Dreadbore, 2 Draconic Roars. And this Cruel Revival. So all of our removal is here. It's a nice removal package, but we do need red for it to function. Cruel Revival is too expensive to have our... So we really need red. That's what I'm saying. We really urgently need red. It would have been maybe nice to pick up some DFCs in red and black so that Pelagie Archaeologist could find them. But I think this is okay. We need a lot of blue, but we have 2 Drawing Disruptions, 2 Silundi Visions. We can probably cut a land. We probably can still cut an island, given that we have 4 blue DFCs. So we might just be able to play it like this. If we do... So we have Crush of Tentacles as a win con. How often can we hit the Surge cost with this? I mean, we have pretty cheap removal spells. Consider. We have Archaeologist. We have Sight Beyond Sight, which means like that all of that enables. We also have Gurmag Angler and Treasure Cruise, which are cheap spells effectively for us to be able to surge. Didn't get a Scarb in the end. What did we take instead of the Scarb? A Tomebound Lich? I quite like that. I think I would have liked a Scarb, but we've got 2 Archaeomancers, so I think it's fine. Crush of Tentacles Archaeomancer loop is pretty busted. We can Crush of Tentacles for the Surge cost. Make an 8/8, bounce all non-land permanents to their owner's hand. And then we can play the Archaeomancer, get the Crush of Tentacles back. and then do it again. Like, if we have 9 mana, we can just do this. Hold on, it's, yeah, 5. Yeah, so 9. If we have 9 mana and 4 blue, we can do this every turn and just make an 8/8 every turn and keep bouncing everything and completely lock the opponent out of the game. Which is pretty sweet. Also, being able to bounce Silumgar Sorcerer is nice. The value from Valaji is nice. So, I like this. I think this looks pretty cool. It looks like a fun Grixis deck. What have we got? 5 blue sources plus 6, 7, 8 with the Evolving Wilds. And then the 4 DFCs. That's not bad. We've got 4 black sources plus... So 5, 6, 7, 8 black sources as well. We don't need that much black. We really only need a single black pip. And black's probably our least important color. I think red and blue are actually our more important colors. Because we need our early interaction available. If black means we can't play Tomebound Lich, that's fine, right? Like, Dinroba Horror, Gurmag Angler, they're later plays anyway, but black just means we can't Dreadbore, we can't Tomebound Lich early, and that's all fine. So we can probably go down on black. We've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mountains, so I'm thinking we can probably do something like this. So now we've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 red sources, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 black sources, 5, 6, 7, 8 blue sources, plus all the DFCs, because we do need double blue pips. I feel pretty good about that. I think that is... I think that's good. Yeah, I think that is a workable mana base. We have to bear in mind that Valaji Archaeologist can only find blue mana for us. So blue is most important, red second most important. Let's run this, let's see how it feels. I think that the deck we've crafted is pretty solid. Not going to know until I jump into some games. But the Archaeomancer Crush of Tentacles loop is pretty nice. We've got to grind our opponents out. That is what we're aiming to do. Make sure we hit our land drops, remove early threats, grind our opponents out. So we have all of our colors, Archaeologist in hand. This is a really nice hand. Pretty likely to Archaeologist on 2 and not hold up the Jwari disruption. There's 2 lands in the bin. We'll take the Draconic Roar in hand. That's super nice. And I'm feeling pretty good. Another Draconic Roar. So this is just 3 damage, right? No exile or anything. So I think I've got to play out the Jwari disruption as a land. I do need to keep hitting my land drops, and we're not under any threat right now. Goreclaw in the bin, and Scarb Clan Berserker in the bin. Opponent is relying on this Butler to die, and I think we're going to try and make sure that it doesn't. I might be binning a Sight Beyond Sight here. Kind of want these bigger cards. However, I do need to... Yeah, I'm going to drop a Sight Beyond Sight. I just want to keep hitting my land drops, and we should be in an okay spot. Okay, I'm going to attack. They're going to get back their Gore Claw. I have a counter spell for it. There's the Gore Claw. Sack the Large Archaeologist. Take 5. And that land is fairly nice. What do I want to do? Do I want to play out the Gurmag Angler? I do like playing out the Gurmag Angler. Let's do that one. Another Tonebound Lich is pretty interesting. That might be better than the Gurmag Angler this turn. Am I dropping off this Wild Slash? It might be that. I think it is. And there's 5 cards down here, so I can play the Swamp. 1, 2. Exile all 5. Is that what I want to do? I think it is, yeah. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold up the Draconic Roar. So they're going to have this fight the 2-1. I mean, I can remove that. And I'd like to, because it's not a good one to have down when Crush of Tentacles finally hits. And if we can bounce the Silumgar Sorcerer and just constantly have a counterspell, that's pretty brutal. They knew I had that. That was face up. So my guess is they have something else to do. Okay, they have a Gurmag Angler of their own. So this Crush of Tentacles is starting to look really nice. I'm probably just trading these off. I think I'm going to play out the... Yeah, let's go Sight Beyond Sight. I think I'm going to take the Dreadbore. Play out the Silundi Isle. Don't really feel like... Yeah, let's just attack without 2. And then pass. Hopefully we hit a land off of our Sight Beyond Sight and we can hold up Crush. This is going to be exiled, right, at the end? Yeah, got to do that. So we cast you, we take, I mean, I've got 1, 2, 3 blue sources. I think I'm supposed to take the red. We have cast this, right? Yeah, so we can cast this for the surge cost, make an 8/8. They can get back nothing right now. No, we don't need to attack. No, let's not attack. I was thinking about trading with the like presenting the Draconic Roar. But no, we'll just surge. Make an 8/8, make them deal with that. We have an 8/8, we have removal, we have a counterspell in hand once we untap. We should have this pretty firmly under control. Looks like they might be delving again. Gonna play out this Salundi Vision because what I'm looking for now is an Archaeomancer. So we can blow up their double block here. Okay, down to 7. Well, let's Dreadbore and hold up our counterspell. Yeah, so we can just counter something. The counterspell is face up, so we'll counter anything that means that helps them survive next turn. Nemesis of Mortals. Yeah, okay, I'll counter that. Swing in for 8, and that is game. Sweet. Okay. The deck works, does what it wants to do. Of course, our opponent was pretty slow, and was playing a kind of weird Jund pile, which is not a deck I'm very afraid of. I think that kind of mid-range strategy is what we prey on. Are there any changes I want to make? Don't think so. Feels good. Okay. Deck feels good. Just got to make sure we survive and then grind our opponent out. We have all of our colors. Slow hand, but we do have all of our colors and we have an early Draconic Roar. Would be nice to draw a Falagi Archaeologist or something to really glue this hand together. But we can lead on the Evolving Wilds and go get a Swamp. Maybe we should wait, actually. Like, I don't need a swamp until much later. There's a swamp anyway, so I can go and get an island. Voyaging Satyr. So I probably do need to bolt that. Because it is a ramp spell. It is a type of bird. Now we have Silundi Vision on 3 at least, and then we can Archaeomancer back the Draconic Roar if we want to. Oh, Dreadball's pretty nice too. Opponent is on Gates. Which means we have time, which is very, very nice. Treasure Cruise is the card I want. Oh, do I want Jwari Disruption instead? With Archaeomancer in hand? Oh, maybe it is Jwari Disruption instead. Oh no, it gets revealed, so that was a terrible choice. Could get back the Silundi Vision. Oh, let's just pass. Gnarlback Rhino. So even though we have... I mean, I'll just Dreadball this. Celestial Archon, yeah, okay. We can Din Rover Horror here. They can play this out again, and we do have the Cruel Revival in hand. And of course we can Archaeomancer back a Dreadball at any point. So I'm feeling pretty good. So they have 2 lands in hand. Sorry, 2 lands open. I think I'm supposed to just Archaeomancer back a Dreadball. They did seem to have something. Wonder what their last card is. Hopefully it's not a big play. They made a couple of big plays with the, you know, with the Rhino into Archon. Hopefully they, if it's just a bit of a, I mean, yeah, if it's a dud. Crush is pretty sick with the creatures we have on the field. Let's take Draconic Roar. Seems like the sensible choice. And then let's Surge this. And the value engine we have online is pretty much unbeatable, I think. Gonna just play out the land so we can cast all of our spells. Great. The deck is, it feels really strong. Against Gates, it feels super strong. Yeah, that was beautiful. Okay. So we don't need black until later, so this hand is good. We do have the Dreadball in hand, but that is fine. So I do want to find a black source for the Dreadball, but we have Archaeologist and Draconic Roar, which should get us into the late game. Let's just hit all of our hand drops, draw some good cards, and we should have this in hand. Do I want a Silundi Vision? I guess I do, actually. It draws more cards. And I don't need a 1/4. Rogue's Passage and Basilica Screecher. Interesting. So, let's go blue into nothing and just pass. We're holding up Jwari Disruption and Essence Scatter and Silundi Vision. We can take a couple of hits for one. Do I want to counter a Zulaport Cutthroat? Yeah, they tapped out, so I'm just going to cast the Essence Scatter. Don't know what the opponent oops there. Were they oopsing that they tapped out? Need to find a black for this Gurmag Angler. I mean, we did mill a Rakdos Guildgate. That's a little annoying, but only a little. Opponent not doing anything on turn 4. There's a Cruel Revival that we cannot cast. I think I want the Sight Beyond Sight here. Double Sight. Am I going to let down my Essence Scatter? I think I have to. Another Jwari. Or a Silumgar Sorcerer. I think I like Sorcerer more. We'll have to deal with this bat eventually, but I think we're doing okay. Okay, Predation's very nice there, but if that's what they're doing for their whole turn, I think fine. We've got 2 counter spells in hand, so they probably just take the Gurmag Angler. It might be their best choice. Like, they could take the Sorcerer, but we do still have an Essence Scatter. I guess Dimir Guildgate is the one that I want. Play that, and now I will Essence Scatter and finally deal with this bat. Okay, I'm going to pick off bat now. We know there's a Cruel Revival somewhere at the bottom. I think we Silundi Visioned it to the bottom. Just because this Gurmag Angler's pretty likely to be answered. So I want to hold up 2 mana. So I can 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 3 cards to discard. 3 cards to exile. Let's go 5, 6, 7. Don't know what the opponent's doing. Whole lot of nothing. Swift Warkite? Fair enough. I'll scatter that. It's pretty good card advantage. Gets their Zulaport Cutthroat back. And this does mean they're taking a big old hit. So I'm probably going to cast Sight Beyond Sight here. Definitely want Crush. Don't necessarily need the other land. So I'm not going to play out the Salundi Vision just yet. Priest of the Blood Rite. Well, we can Dreadball the 5/5. And they're just going to block this turn. Weird. There's an Archaeomancer. So we have Archaeomancer plus Crush loop. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. So we're pretty close to being able to just do it all, which is nuts. Okay, I'm going to Dreadball this. That little guy. There's a Supernatural Stamina. So we can Wild Slash here, and I feel totally okay about that. I'd rather, because we can still cast the Salundi Vision. Only thing I'm worried about is a Palaka Predation, but yeah, see, like this Nantuko Husk is so bad in the face of Archaeomancer Loop. How many cards have I got in my library? 17. So let's go ahead and find another spell. That's a whole bunch of misses, bunch of things going to the bottom. That is fine though, because we like so Consider's really nice because it does enable our Surge. So we can Surveil and draw a card. I'll take a Draconic Roar. And then I'm gonna Surge. Make an 8/8. Redeploy my Gurmag Angler. Gonna exile 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. And we have lethal on the board next turn. Draconic Roar in hand. We can always Archaeomancer back a Dreadball to finish the game. So I think we've got it. I think we're probably done here. Abhorrent Overlord. What does this do? Create a number of 1/1 black harpies equal to your devotion at the beginning of your upkeep. Sacrifice a creature. Interesting. So we could just get Crush of Tentacles back. That is an option. I think I like that, to be honest. I think I'm just going to go all in on the attack. Going to cast a Draconic Roar here. Play my Archaeomancer. back. Crush. Next turn we have Pelagian Crush. They still have an 8/8 to deal with. $14 cards left. Disciple of Phoenix. Okay, so they can make me discard the Crush, but then they still do have this 8/8. So let's lead on the Archaeologist. Cruel Revival is sick because it gets back a Gurmag Angler. So let's take out the Disciple of Phoenix, get Gurmag Angler back. One, two. Got another Archaeomancer down there. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so we still have an Archaeomancer in the deck. So there's no reason to exile all of our spells right now. Let's keep the ones that could be useful. Whip of Erebos. Opponent is fighting hard. So what does Whip of Erebos get them back? Is it any creature? So they can get back Swift Warkite, which is pretty sick. That was a really nice top deck. They can now regrind through their whole graveyard. That's 4. And Fell Stinger with 1 mana open. That is 1, 2, 3, 4 life they're dealing right now. Oh, they target themselves. Fair enough. And they're still playing around the Jwari Disruption. Okay. Island off the top, not very good. What do we do now? They can get back Disciple, they can get back Priest. I don't really want to give them Fell Stinger back. Damn. Yeah, getting back Priest is a bit of a problem. Getting back Fell Stinger, also a bit of a problem. I think I have to avoid letting them get back a Fell Stinger so that I don't die. If I can Archaeomancer and then just bounce everything, I should be okay. But if the Fell Stinger dies and they can get it back, like they play out this Cutthroat, then they play out a Fell Stinger, sack something, I lose 4 life, potentially. It's too dangerous. They should just Husk here. They should have gone for Husk and then sacked everything. So attacking with Fellstinger was a guaranteed win there. I can't believe they found that. Well done, opponent. That Whip of Erebos off the top was busted. Okay. Can I find an Archaeomancer? Got 3 cards down here. So 1, play out this. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold on. Archaeomancer doesn't actually save me. I need 9 mana to do the thing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Six plus this and this. There's the Archaeomancer. But I am going to die next turn. Man, if it wasn't so close to the bottom, we might have been back in this. What does Falaji find? Anything interesting? There's all our creatures. So annoying. Okay, nice win from the opponent. We totally had that game, I think. But that Whip of Erebos was a huge problem. They did get me to discard the Crush as well. So they were able to deal with our creatures. They were able to deal with the stuff we had in hand. All around, I think there was probably a way to navigate through to a win there. But on to the next game. 2-1. 2-1, and they've all, like, that third game that we lost was a pretty close one. I think we could have found a way to win it if I'd have played a bit better. We've got our early colours, so we're happy with this. Not sure when we're going to play the Jwari, because we've got a few turn 2 plays. Balaji. Archaeomancer in the bin. Kind of think I just want Draconic Roar here. Got another Archaeomancer in hand though, so it's really not so bad. Okay, Commune. So they're a pretty heavy graveyard deck. They could take Gurmag Angler here and then just like ditch the rest. They took the Dreadhound. I'm not sure about that because they're way off of casting that, and now that I know it's there, I can hold a counterspell for it. Dregmangler. Okay. Let's go get another blue. Or am I supposed to get black? Because I have this Jwari in hand. Okay. Acceptable. I will go and get a black. I will play the Jwari tapped. And then hold up Vision, Scatter, and Draconic Roar. Nullback Rhino. Well, we can't roar it. So we will scatter it, and then we can Archaeomancer back the scatter. Oh, there's another Jawari disruption. That's kind of sweet. I like that a lot. Do I want to play out the Salundi vision as a land? Gonna do this, going to take the Crush, and now I am gonna play out the Salundi vision as a land because I want to get to Crush mana. I want to get to Crush plus Archaeomancer mana. Stab wound on the 0-3. That's pretty good. And an undead butler. I guess that's fine. Yeah, I'm going to Draconic Roar this Velagi Archaeologist. Let's see what the eggs are. No creatures. Tomebound Lich. So I think I actually need to hold the Jawari Disruption for a Dreadhound next turn, right? So this is just a Lich. I would love to play that. Kind of annoying. Now they can get the Dreadhound back. Wild Slash. Okay, let's see if they do. If they do, and we just like, it'll mill them out pretty quickly. Yeah, so Dreadhound back. I mean, I could... I need a land. Am I supposed to get back Jawari Disruption? I think what I'm supposed to do is get back Jawari Disruption so I can play it as a land. Next turn I can Wild Slash and Crush. Yeah, they're tapping out for this, so I think that's fine. We're on such a high life total. Are you going to trade for this Tomebound Lich? I don't know if I really even want to... Yeah, I don't know if I care. Oh, let's get in for the 1 damage. Oh, there's a Din Rover Horror. That's so nice. That's so good here, man. Okay. I'm gonna... Oh, the Sorcerer is so good too. Damn. Okay, fine. We will find more land for the Crush of Tentacles thing, but this works fine for me right now. Discard Dreg Mangler, that's nice. They're on 14 cards, so they can't keep recasting this thing. 1 life. And there's a Silundi Vision. We have 16 cards. So I guess... discard this mountain. Play the Silundi Vision tapped. Pass the turn. Hold up counter spell. I think I'm gonna just take a chunk here. Because now what are they gonna do? Sanitarium skeleton, okay. Another skeleton, alright. These are pretty good against our 8/8. So we have 3, 6, 7, 8. We can do both of these. This is a spell. Specifically a creature spell. So, I think I'm going to flash this in and bounce everything. I think I'm going to go land. Flash this in. Bounce everything. Because we have such insane value with the cards we can play. We have Dim Rover Horror, we have a counterspell on a stick. They can't really cast Dreadhound too much. Can we crush every turn? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So with one more land we can. They might be exiling my graveyard here, which would be fine. We have the gas in hand we need. Three cards left in hand. Now we can crush and bounce every turn, but it doesn't make sense to do that just yet. Makes sense to Din Rover Horror. Yeah. Attack. Hold up the counter spell. And I am feeling pretty cozy and safe, to be honest. What we could do is just flash in Silumgar Sorcerer no matter what, and just for the attack for 2 in the air. Okay. I mean, I can take 5. They have 1 black remaining, and they're choosing not to play out a skeleton, which is odd. Treasure Cruise is pretty nice, but let's just make a big old attack. Down to 4. Keeping something on top. This is so busted. This loop is so busted. Make a fresh 8/8 every turn and get Dinroba Horror back and our counterspell back. And we can, of course, we can also get back, like, I don't know, Cruel Revival next turn. And just clear the way if they play out just Dreadhound, which they have. I mean, that's a game with just Dinroba Horror. I mean, we could force a block. Force them to block with the Dreadhound. They can't cast it again. That's the funny thing. Discard the skeleton, drain me for another life. Oh, they don't? Dies or is put into a graveyard from a library. Interesting. So we'll just hold up Silumgar Sorcerer again. Pass the turn. Very, very, very strong. Okay, that is 4 games. Deck feels great. Let's go again. Game 5. We'll do 5 games and then we'll wrap it up for today. Okay, game 5. Let's see what we have got. I'm feeling pretty good. The deck feels great. We could be on our way to yet another Pioneer Masters trophy, which would be really sweet. So I'm going to go get a Swamp. This is a great hand. I'm going to go get a Swamp, and then we have a really nice curve. So possibly Gates. Looks like it's probably... Oh, interesting colors for an Acroan Crusader. So I need to go get a Swamp, and I actually need this Archaeologist to be a... Oh, I played the wrong... I played the wrong land. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, well, I'll just Wild Slash this thing now before they can target it with anything else. That was dumb. I meant to play the island. Whoops. Boros round. Oh, that's pretty good. I think I'm just going to have to play a Tonebound Lich into that. Discard this mountain. Next turn, we can Archaeologist and hold up Jwari. Well, we're going to do this. They're going to save it. They didn't save it. They absolutely could have saved it. I don't know if they know how the first strike worked. That is awkward. Ghostblade Eidolon's going to have some work to do getting through an Archaeologist. I think I need the Archaeologist on 4 though, so I am aiming to leave a spell in the bin. Nice. Cool, 1-4 secured. And we even have Jwari Disruption, so if they try and go for a combat trick, we could screw it up. This was definitely a blunder with the Boros Reckoner. Opponent should have had us there. Yep, fine. Absolutely fine if they're using their combat tricks to clear out our O3s while we get to our Jwari Disruption. I mean, our Dinroba Horror. Yeah, okay. So, taking a big hit here, but I think we're okay. Needle Spires and Mentor of the Meek. Cruel Revival is pretty good. I'm gonna take that. Okay, so I want a Dinroba Horror. Am I supposed to... Yeah, I think I've got to bounce the Mentor. Because Ghostblade Eidolon can be bestowed. If next turn I can hold up Revival and Silumgar Sorcerer, I'll feel like I'm in a pretty good spot. Especially because there's a Gurmag Angler down here. We don't have the double black to play Cruel Revival and cast the Gurmag Angler. But that is fine. They discarded a Celestial Archon. Wow. So there's Mentor. And no attack. So no combat trick. We draw Crush of Tentacles. That is very good. So we can just not attack. We can Cruel Revival whatever causes problems. Storm Chaser Mage. Do I want to counter that? I think I do. Because it has haste, it's a bit of a problem. Yeah, I think I'm going to counter that. And there's a Draconic Roar. So we can hold up both of these. We could crush now. I do like the idea of crush now. Yeah, let's go for the Mentor. Let's attack. Crush. Now, bouncing Ghostblade Eidolon does mean it can be bestowed, but it costs 6 and I only have 5, so I'm not worried about that at all. So what I'm going to do here is just attack, I think. Now, what the hell am I talking about? I'm gonna bounce a creature. I was thinking about attacking, making them chump block, and then bouncing the Needle Spires. But why bother with all of that when we are about to win the game? Okay, Silk Wrap. Into Boulder Salvo. Very nice. Very nice. So let's just chill. Let's Sight Beyond Sight. Let's take the Archaeomancer. Gonna play the Silundi Vision tapped, because then next turn we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we're closer to being able to do it all. Like an untapped land off the top means we can Archaeomancer plus Crush. If they're just animating Needle Spires here, that is fine. We might even wait or just cast Cruel Revival next turn, if that's all they're going to do. Legion Loyalist. Ghostblade Eidolon. So I'm looking for an untapped land. These cards are also fine. Gonna take the Draconic Roar because I'm a little bit choked on black. This is good. This works. They're highly incentivized to go for the Needle Spires. I don't have to do the whole Crush thing this turn, but I can. I'm going to do it. It is the strongest thing we can do. Like, they can Silk Wrap the 8/8 again, but we have pretty strong cards in hand. Well, yeah, this gives us the tempo. Although they can Silk Wrap and then just attack with the Haster and the Needle Spires. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Well, they can't attack with the Needle Spires this turn. So I need to... If they just play out their stuff... Basically just Time Walk them and got nowhere. Yeah, I need to... remove their stuff, get Gurmag on the field. Tomebound Lich is pretty nice. Tomebound Lich is something they have to answer. But I need the Cruel Revival. So I'm going to pass. Hold up Roar, hold up Cruel Revival. I'm going to lead with a Draconic Roar in case they have a Sajiri Shelter. Okay. Artisan of Forms. Well, that's not very good. I guess they can see the Cruel Revival in hand. Fine. I guess we'll just do this. Let's exile Sight, Sorcerer, Vision, Archaeologist, Island, Mountain, That is a 1 mana Gurmag Angler. Oh, let's go get the Cruel Revival. I think we're in a pretty winning spot if we just take Cruel Revival. How many cards have I got? 12. Okay. Let's get an Archaeologist down as well. Cool. Essence Scatter is very nice. We have that in hand. We should have this game pretty much locked up. Yeah, sweet. Sweet. Feel pretty indestructible with this deck, to be honest. Okay. Should I keep going? I think so. Yeah. Yeah, let's keep going. Let's go to game 6, I think. Right? We're 4-1? Yeah, so game 6. Deck feels really strong. I'm feeling good. I guess we keep this, right? And maybe I'm playing the Jwari tapped. Because this is a pretty sorcery speedish hand. I would love to draw an island. That would make me very happy. But I'd probably still look to play one of these spells. Tapped. I think I might play the... Oh, Jwari can be really good. Okay, Silundi Isle tapped. See if I come to regret that. See, there's a creature I would love to have countered. And there's an Izzet Guildgate. So let's deploy an Archaeologist. I'm looking to bin a spell. Cool. Yeah, I wanted a 1/4 there. Nimbus 9. So it is just a 2/2, nothing to worry about here. Let's play our tap land, hold up our Draconic Roars, hold up our Jwari Disruption, and we're feeling good. I'll take 2. Pelucranos. I will counter it. Do I want to take another 2? They're not attacking with the Passara Tower Archer, so I don't think they have anything. I think I can afford to take another 2. I'll take an Essence Scatter. And, yeah. Okay, we're doing fine. So no combat tricks. Another Jwari. Yeah, we'll take it. Becoming less relevant as time goes on, but still fine. And I like Tonebound Lich here. Did they have an Essence Scatter? I guess the Dimir Guildgate can go. I like all these spells. Passara Tower Archer looking pretty lame in the face of a Tonebound Lich. Still, I can't counter this. Which is fine. They could have used that to punch through the Archaeologist. Gnarlback Rhino, bit of a problem. Don't love that. Island. Just gonna pass. They're down to 2 cards in hand. This is the turn where we can answer the... we'll just kill the Naiad. Okay. Sweet. Tonebound Lich. Draconic Roar is looking pretty bad. But... yeah, I can Dreadbore and then Crush. If they play anything. So I'll discard the Draconic Roar. I think I'll just play this out tapped. Because I feel pretty good with Crush of Tentacles. And Dreadbore. That's nice. That's nice for them. Okay. I'm going to start attacking with my Tonebound Lich. I think I'm going to discard this mountain. Play this Guild Gate. Pass the turn. Gotta wait for them to do something. Like, if they're going to Rogue's Passage and start attacking, I think I'm... I mean, that's real nice. Still, I Dreadbore this, Crush, and I'm feeling pretty good. Yeah, go for the Guild Gate. Okay. Yeah, fair enough. Cruel Revival. Got Liches down there, and that's it. I don't want to discard Treasure Cruise, though. But I guess I don't need it at this point. Okay. Beat that. Looking for an Archaeomancer. Bane of Bala Ged doesn't do it. We also have the kill spell in hand, which is just brutal. We can get back a Tonebound Lich right now. I guess that's fine. Okay, jump block. I think I should kill this thing before they can just protect it. How many cards? 14? Not going to play out the Phalagi Archaeologist because I really want to draw my Archaeomancers and don't want to mill it. And we have plenty of stuff to do. Would have loved to have the counterspell up in this particular spot, but this is fine. Take 8. Yeah, let's use our red here. Do want to hold up Silumgar Sorcerer. Yeah, we don't need Evolving Wilds. Guess I am going to get this down. Yeah. I hope I don't mill 2 Archaeomancers. There's one. Consider or Wild Slash? I'll take Wild Slash here. Why are they... What are they doing? What was that? Oh, they don't lose unspent mana. Oh, I see. Well, let's hope they find a way to use it. That's a brick. And that's game. That is game if we flash you in. Sweet. Damn, this deck is strong. And that, my friends, is gold cleared. Platinum 4 attained. Let's keep the good times rolling. Alright, we have all of our colors. Bit of a slow hand, but definitely a keep. If this is like Red X aggro, we might need Tonebound Lich to put in some work here. Defending us. Not too scared of a Screecher. Gearcrafter as well. Yeah, so quite a bit of flying pressure. Could be a problem. Think I'm gonna... Yeah, I'm gonna get this Tonebound Lich going. Din Rover Horror can help, can answer the flyers, but it is slow. Of course, removal spell plus Archaeomancer can also do quite a bit of work, but yeah, opponent is going pretty heavy on the flyers. Okay, do we get a grand trade-off here? Thinking about it? No. Ah, supernatural stamina. There it is. Okay. Very well. I think my best play is Mountain, Sight Beyond Sight. Pelagia Archaeologist finds removal spells. Yeah, we need to start finding our Draconic Roars and our Wild Strikes and picking off some of these flyers. Or find Crush of Tentacles to wipe everything up, but... We might, yeah, we find like, we Pelagia hit a couple, like, hit removal spells, 2 cards in the graveyard. Cruel Revival, get back Tonebound Lich. It ain't great. Ooh, our mana's really messed up in this spot. So let's Pelagia. That's not fantastic. Might be too slow. Okay. What do I have to do? Guess I gotta play this tapped and taking another 5. Okay, I probably have to Treasure Cruise and Crush of Tentacles next turn. Like, Treasure Cruise, find Crush plus an island, and then bounce everything, and I might be alright. Okay. Silumgar Sorcerer. Alright. Alright. Tap this island. Need to exile 7 cards and hit exactly Crush. We have exactly 7 cards down here, so this is the only play I can make. It's not great, but it might get us there. Did not hit the Crush. Okay. Alright, fair enough. We had one out, we played to it, we didn't find it. But we're in Platinum 4. That's what counts. Let's go again. Can we get 2 wins before 1 more loss? Going 5-2, I'm pretty happy. Maybe I should bear in mind that we lose to aggro. We don't lose to much else, and I did keep a pretty slow hand. Still, I don't think I'm going to mulligan if I have all my colors. Red is the color we need the most, but it's not so relevant in this hand. So I'm going to keep. And I will lead on a consider. Sight beyond sight. On 4. Oh. It's good, but I don't think it's what I need right now. There's a red. That is nice. I'm going to Archaeologist. Okay, 1-4 secured. Opponent has their own Archaeologist. But theirs draws a card. Mine, however, will also draw me a card, I'm sure. Well, as an Essence Scatter, I think I want the Vision. Yeah, I think this is probably going to be a card advantage game. Want to get to Din Rover Horror. It's our best tool in this matchup. Okay, nice big juicy Gurmag. I want to play this out as a land. And hold up the Jwari. Exile 6 cards. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Anchor to Ether. The Gurmag Angler. That's quite good. Okay. Okay. That is quite good. We do still have a land drop for next turn though, so it's not like the end of the world. Could Dreadball the Scarb? That doesn't seem that good. Let's wait. Just don't like they have treasure cruise. Yeah, like this Dreadboring the Scarb does just give them a better treasure cruise. Probably got to save the Dreadbore for their Gurmag Angler. Okay, that's fine. That gives me something to do with my mana next turn. Cloudfin Raptor's pretty bad against what we're doing. Pelagi Archaeologist plus Gurmag Angler is pretty nice. I will take a Draconic Roar. And I'm going to use it now to dispatch of this Scarb. Because it has prowess, so we'll do it before they can pump it up in any way. Gurmag Angler's basically back online. Rover Horror is pretty sick. Yeah, okay, what am I discarding here? Need the Dreadbore, need the Draconic Roar. I guess we have Crush, so I don't need the Draconic Roar so much. Because we'll get to bouncing the Cloudfin Raptor. What I don't want, what I do want to do is absolutely Dreadbore the Horror, because that is not a card that I want to bounce. And we can Archaeologist again. Okay, 3 lands off the top. Saving the Gurmag Angler, because next turn we can Gurmag plus bounce and make an 8/8. I do prefer Dinrover Horror. This is a 4/4 though. Yeah, okay, I'm going to Dinrover Horror this turn, we'll Crush next turn. Homebound Lich is gone. Yeah, well, Gurmag plus Crush. Okay, Crush is actually pretty nice against Mystic too. Homebound Lich can't do that and Crush. So let's 1, 2, exile 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bounce everything, make an 8/8. We have Dinrover Horror back in hand. We have an Archaeomancer in the deck. They're going to treasure cruise now. Yeah, this is going to be a very grindy game. 15 cards to 12. They're down to 12. Cruel Revival. Can get back a Tonebound Lich. But I think it makes sense just play out the Gurmag Angler. No, it makes sense to bounce one of these. Probably bounce the 4/4. Okay, Mystic. Now if they play out the Illusory Angel, I think we're in a pretty good spot. Cruelty. Yeah, okay. So yeah, that's why Wait, no, that isn't... I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm blah, 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 blah. So I just attack. They block. I do need to deal with this bird. I do. But what's more important? I have to answer the Murmuring Mystic. Deal with the Cloudfin Raptor later. Oh, I could do with 11 to 10. What's down here? Draconic Roars, Dreadball's in there. So I need to find these Archaeomancers. There's one down there. I don't want to risk milling the next one. Okay, no attacks. Technically, we have them on a pretty decent clock. Need to do something about these flyers, though. I need an Archaeomancer. Still, Archaeomancer actually off the top would not save me. Yeah, I think I'm just dead. Okay, definitely dead. Okay, fair enough. We had a good run. We had a good run. The deck was really strong. I reckon I probably could have... I can probably go back and see where I played wrong. Where I could have played better, but I'm never going to complain about going 5 wins in Premier Draft. So, that is going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you subscribe so you can catch up with my content in future. It's going to be drafts for a little while on the YouTube channel. It's going to be standard on the stream, which is twitch.tv/SultanJosh. So join me as I try to hit double mythic in MTG Arena. It is not easy, and I am not sure how long it's going to take, but we are going to get there. So make sure that you subscribe and follow and like and comment and all of those lovely things to support the content and make sure that you don't miss out in future. Okay, that's it from me. Bye for now.